Evening. Yep. What a day. Evening all. Thanks everyone who's tuning in. Welcome to Season 8, Round 3, Tier 3 at Jeddah. Comes tonight, myself, Claire Mull, joined by Dan. Absolutely. Best seats in the house, because we don't have to drive this track again. How'd you find it? Obviously, first time we've raced Jeddah. I think that's Steve taking the piss, if I'm honest. Yeah, as I was saying, how did you find the track? First time we've ran it here in league races this weekend. Obviously, a lot of people not looking forward to it at all. Do you not fancy turning it on then, so we can hear you? It's not hard, Dan. I'll show you when I'm over next week. Right, well, I'll answer my own question then. Yeah, track, obviously, first time we've put it in the calendar. We've avoided it for a few seasons, being a street track, quite tight. You sort of incident-prone track.
I think that's after now, just wanted to test it out. Sorry, walk away, but...
What, that were you testing it? Shit. Full Send Dave's retired from session. He has got a quali ban this week.
Sorted.
All good?
Yeah, all good. Apologies.
All good.
Whoa, that game volume.
Right, well, do you fancy answering the question then, or what?
What was the question? It was about an hour ago.
It was, obviously, first time we've ran the track in a league race. We've not wanted to include it for a few seasons. How do you think it went on Friday?
Tier 1 was absolutely unbelievable. It's one of the most enjoyable races I've had in a long time. I came into it expecting nothing and did quite well in the end. It's a beautiful track. When you nail a quali lap, it's nice. It's difficult place to overtake on, but it's possible. With, as I said, with the correct etiquette, it is definitely possible. I know we had that unfortunate issue in Tier 2. Everybody at this stage knows ghosting is shite on this game, and it's unfortunate. There's nothing really we can do about it. You know, a guy spins, street track, what are you going to do? But it's interesting to see how this plays out. Strategy, I think, will be it. I've raced here a couple of times now recently, and the strategy always seems to be extremely different. Safety cars can play a massive difference.
Yeah.
You know, if you're banking on strategy with a safety car, we got none on Friday night in Tier 1, so all of a sudden you're back to square one. It's just hard to call it, isn't it?
Well, that's exactly it. I know myself on Friday, I went a lap and a half under with fuel. I was banking on safety cars, and, you know, you guys didn't have one. I'd have been screwed in that situation, but we had two VSCs, two safety cars, and like you said, that unfortunate red flag, first one we've seen this season on this new game, but yeah, it wasn't a bad race. Right.
Yeah, like the thing is as well, it could be just my driving style. Obviously, going from medium traction to no traction, I'm a lot more cautious on throttle. But I only started 0.2 of a lap over, and I finished 0.6 of a lap over. So I think on this game, people are on about fuel, and I think the medium TC runners and the full TC runners, where you're tending to get on that power early, that's where you're going to see it eating into your fuel.
If I'm honest, I'm running full TC myself. I've found I'm nowhere near as good on fuel as I used to be. I am a lot worse on this game.
Yeah, I'm just going to point out there, I was on board with Stevie. There's a curb on the left of it. I think it's the apex of 4 or 5. If you hit that, it's just straight on. There is no getting off it. So that's definitely something to watch. And it is a high speed part of the track. The tendency is to go wide there, but you got to be cautious. You can throw a wheel on it, a full wheel on it, but any more than that, and it just sucks you in and spits you back
Yeah,
out.
I have literally just found in the session we were in before this, I've now found a new way around that corner, which I wish I'd have known for Friday, if I'm honest. Just knocking it down a gear, slows you down enough that you can keep full throttle and stay on the inside of that curb.
Yeah, absolutely.
As we've got Kane straight away, first lap, 28.5. Teabag not far behind with a 28.7. My prediction for Paul in this tier, to be honest, was a low 28. I think we might see people in the 27s, if I'm honest.
Yeah, especially with Evolution. Kane Lowry is. I think this is the Kane Lowry of season 5, season 6. He just seems to be back with a bang. I know Gainful, last season was very strong. Austin was very strong. There are still other guys around him though, like Teabag, Jackie. They're all showing pace. Chris, these kind of guys. Scotty, if he could just finish a race. Cavalius as well, who's on the cusp. He's not on the cusp. He's on the peripheral, waiting to snatch one of them full-time seats if they come available. Kane Lowry just seems to be in a league of his own at the moment. Ashik again, another very, very quick driver, but he just needs the race pace and the consistency.
Yeah, Ashik, obviously I've raced wheel to wheel with him. If I'm perfectly honest, I think I've raced wheel to wheel with a lot of the guys in this at the moment. But Ashik obviously was in tier 2 previously, and he is a fast driver. He's a very respectful driver as well, leaves a lot of space. He's stepped down, obviously he was well off the pace last year. He seems to have picked this new game up fairly quickly though.
Yeah, that's the thing, and I think we had him in the comms box after race 1. I think he was P2, maybe P3, and that was one thing he did mention, trying to get his consistency there, trying to stay out of the incidents pages, things like that. And this at this stage, we've been teammates a good few times, and it's the first thing I always say: to win a championship, to win a constructors championship, you gotta stay out of the incidents pages, and you have
don't say it how you were going to say it to the team.
Oh, that was totally different. Multi 21, stay the fuck out of the incidents.
As Curly's lost it on the final corner. Curly is out.
I'm just on board with Ashik, and Cody's again have done what they usually do. The car evaporated into the barrier. He hit it so fast. Oh God.
I'm just on board with Hound. He's starting a lap, but he's on the mediums. He's pulling into the pits now. He's abandoned that. He must have invalidated his hot lap.
One thing I did notice is the lap times are. It is a long lap. It's probably one of the longer laps. Barring Spa, which Spa and Baku. Barring Spa and Baku, it's up there with one of the longers. It's in and around Silverstone, that kind of way. It's not a short lap, but it is. There's plenty of mistakes to be made. Slightly late in the brakes can cost you significantly, and I noticed that myself.
Caught me out in Q2. Caught me out in Q2 on Friday.
Yeah, it's a high-speed track, left, right. You need to get into the rhythm. You need to get it going. But when you do, it's awesome. When you hook up that lap and you just see your delta in the green, you're like, yeah, this is working.
Yeah, I caught myself out in Sector 2 in Q2. I was maybe a bit too complacent, a bit arrogant. I decided to go for a smoke at the start of the session, just went for one flying run. And I lost about 3 temps on the right-hander in Sector 2. Oh, Wab's out. Chip, I was on board with Chip though, we were just avoiding him.
Oh no!
Nerf's out.
Ah, jeez, honestly, this ghosting is so bad, it's not even funny. Nerf just literally went to go straight through him, expecting him to be ghosted. His car was solid, T-boned him, and that's Nerf pack and Wab out of the session. That's just horrid. They have to patch this, I think, to be completely honest with you.
Yeah, it definitely needs some work. It is well away from where it needs to be. The ghosting is fucking horrendous.
I mean, teabag, that's a retirement in the pits, that's grand. I mean, I understand, no ghosting if it's in esports or whatever, where guys tend not to make a major amount of mistakes or, whatever. But, the game, by and large, is based, the target audience is the amateur, sim race or arcade race or whatever you want to say. So guys do make mistakes, it's not as realistic as real life, but in real life they don't make as many mistakes, and
yeah,
if it's unfortunate, but again, everyone's aware of it. It is what it is. I'm just looking at Nerf there, like, you probably could get to the right to avoid it, but I think we've spent so long with the car automatically ghosting, kind of like the minute you lose a rear, the car nearly ghosts, and I think it's just a transitional period. People are going to have to get used to that fairly lively, or it's going to be costing them major points.
Yeah, if I'm honest, I think the ghosting, while the ghosting's bad, I do sort of understand it not ghosting immediately. It's not realistic at all. If you're following a car, they spin, you just go straight through them. Do you know what I mean? I do like the fact that you have to avoid them, you have to move to dodge it, but it's how long after they do actually ghost, which is the issue. If you're 4 corners behind, you're expecting that car to be out of the way before you come to it.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
At the moment, it's just not. As you said, the issue on Friday night, which caused the red flag, Technic span through sector 1 just in front of me. I was lucky enough to avoid it, but cars behind coming round that corner couldn't see him, and then just ploughed straight into him, and then there was a pile up. We got Diamonds checking in. Let's go Astons. We got Wab. Sorry, Nerf mate, lost the rear. And then Pink Eye on the PVR League channel. Surprise Danny, sick of this track. He's been doing it all weekend. Plenty of practice. On ball behind, he's pulled into the pits again. He's done attempted a hot lap and then just pulled into the pits. I don't know if he thinks because people are out that he doesn't really need to do anything, but he does. He needs to set a time. At the moment, he's sat P17, so he will be out. You there, Dan?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, bud. Stevie, Saki doing a Saki.
Yeah, to be fair, P12, there's 4 guys already out. It's probably the closest they'll be to getting through to Q2. How did you find it on Friday in quali? Do you know the fuel situation?
You want to put in 6 kgs because it costs you so much time limping around.
Yeah, I made that mistake in Q1. I didn't make it again. The first run in Q1, I think I put the bare minimum in, 2.5 laps worth, and you pretty much spend a full lap in low fuel mode.
Yeah. It's it depends where you are, and for my final runs I did run the 5 kgs, knowing I left it pretty late, so the session was over by the time I got around, and it just took over my car. But yeah, 6 kgs is kind of what you want for your first and second runs of Q1 anyway. Interesting to see there a couple of guys on the medium. I did this myself Friday night and got away with it. Wasn't expecting it, but got away with it. It's the first race ever actually I did it, because what I found is I start in the mediums, I go to the hards, next thing there's a safety car, and I have nothing left on the softs. and then you see guys boxing for that second set of mediums.
Yeah.
And I was like, do you know what? Fuck it. If I go out, I go out. I'm going to try it. And I got through. No, I ended up not needing them, but it's always one where I end up getting sucker punched. So the second set of mediums is particularly handy, especially with a track like this where rear traction is really needed.
Cavallis setting a good lap there, 29.6. I got Lutman P12. Is he on a hot lap at the moment? Oh, he was, but he's just invalidated. Yeah. I got Hound on an out lap again.
The thing is for me around this track, regardless of what level of traction control you're running, throttle input, smooth inputs are needed. The more it's what I noticed with this game, and it was the same as the last game, but it's more so on this game. The tendency for guys is to brake as late as possible. But if you get that wrong by 2 or 3 meters, it absolutely kills you. So
yeah,
I'm braking slightly earlier, to be completely honest, and might be frustrating for cars behind, but as always.
Sorry.
Yeah, you're okay. As always, I've seen a few things in the suggestion channel by Gainful Odds. One, why is the car behind always deemed a fault? Unless the car ahead does something stupid or brakes at the 150 meter board or the 200 meter board, if I brake slightly earlier than where I'm supposed to, there is no rule in the rule book or any rule book about where you must brake. It's up to the car behind to expect the car in front. And I think this comes back as well to the likes of Bartmandu, who's getting, he suffered badly last season with it. It's about kind of knowing who you're racing with as well. Some guys brake a bit earlier than others, so it's an awareness thing for me.
Yeah. I agree. If I'm honest, I have been braking a lot earlier on this game as well. But what I've found myself doing, because I know how early I'm having to brake, as I'm coming to a braking zone, I'm moving out of the slipstream of the car ahead.
Absolutely. Yeah.
People might think I'm looking at making a move or trying to, entice someone in or whatever, but that's not the case. I'm pulling aside so I can see the braking zone, and if I do overshoot it, I'm not hitting anyone. Just one of the little things I found myself doing this game. I didn't do it on the last game, but this game I've definitely found myself doing it.
I couldn't agree more. I never liked it because we saw a couple of incidents Friday night where the car behind looks like they're putting the nose in, but could possibly be just looking at the line, and you try to leave space, and next thing there's carnage. Now some guys are known for sticking the nose in to intentionally try to make the other guy to make a mistake.
Yeah,
it's not my style. We've discussed this. I think it's wrong. It's not against the rules. It's just unsportsmanlike for me. But
completely
it causes more issues than perhaps you might think. Especially around here, you break yourself slightly trying to leave space into a corner that isn't really overtakeable, and there's an issue up the road. But yeah, we are in the end here of this session. Full send Dave not do too badly with his quality van starting P17 with 2 drivers crashing out.
Yeah, Stevie's in the pits, so he will be out. So Saki's made it through. Nerf obviously will get through, but won't take any part in Q2. Just on board with Chip now. He's on another hot lap. Oh no, sorry. Has he done the hot lap, or is he backed out? It looks like he's backed out, to be honest. He might have already done the hot lap. Never mind, ignore me. That's what happens when you start drinking midday, kids. Don't do it. Just looking at the comments, Scott is saying evening Dan and podium thief. Sounds like someone's a little bit salty from Friday night.
Salty. This is coming from the guy that fucking took tier 2 comps to get back to tier 3 and then fucked us off. Good man, Scotty. It is what it is. If you ask, you will receive.
Yep. Every time I race you, lad, I'm getting time removed from my finish time just to beat you. Hound, 4th time trying, he got a lap in. Yeah, it took you a while, mate. But yeah, you pretty much only needed for set of time, as Venom's just gone up to P7, 29.5. Chip's just being loaded into pits, so that will be it for Q1. We'll be losing Wab, Curly, Dave, Stevie, and Nerth has crashed out.
Yeah, I can always put you back into Tier 2, Scotty. Don't forget that.
As Mihai
Anyway.
pops up with his classic, okay.
Oh, Mihai!
I'm telling you, I want that on a t-shirt. Just Mihai, okay.
If you got a picture of him on the back as well, that'd be cool. I've no idea looks like, but...
Go on, don't ruin it.
Yeah, that's true.
As Dave says, Milo. That's pretty shit, that, Dave. Grow up. Ashik, pace setter, Q1. Very closely followed by Kane Lowry. Bit of a gap then. Teabag, Jackie, Scotty, Bark. Cavalis as well, obviously only his second race here, but P8 at the moment in Q1. He had a very good race last week, getting on the podium. I believe he took driver of the day as well last week on his debut. But yeah, a few drivers out there that will probably be disappointed with that.
Yeah. Apologies.
Yeah.
I have to close the sitting room door because there's a lot of background noise.
There'll be a few guys disappointed with that. Yep.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Well, I mean, you go up in Q1. I think the most disappointed guy would be Fulton Dave for not recording last week. Dickhead.
Yeah, well, that's it. You know, you'll learn a lesson. You won't do it again. No, he had an issue with his YouTube, didn't he? He's only just been able to actually start streaming on it, so this will be his first weekend streaming.
Actually, he's also in the session today. I might drop him an invite just in case he's not.
I haven't seen him.
Yeah, I know he was joining a bit later than usual, but just by the off chance it's not working or whatever, I will drop him one to be sure.
To be sure. Yeah, Curly asking why Wab was last when he crashed after him. If I'm honest, I'm not sure, mate. Full Send Dave retired first. As soon as the session started, he retired, and he's ended up ahead of a number of you. I think the game just makes it up as it goes along, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah, it's a strange one. You'd imagine
Cody's puts names in a hat and draws them out.
Yeah, I mean, if you retire the car in the pits, or you retire the car on track, it doesn't really matter. As a first one out, you would imagine will be at the bottom. Dave is delighted with Q1.
Apologies. Yeah, like you say, you expect the first one who retires, whether it's a crash out or what, should be at the bottom.
Yeah, you would think so.
It goes in order of who's retired, but no.
So yeah, let me get, obviously we've only 14 drivers in this session. Wab crashing out, North being collected unfortunately by that, and Curly having an incident at the last corner which we didn't see. But yeah, we are at 14 for Q2. Bit easier, Clay, without 20 drivers on track. It's surprising actually, we had no issues in quali Friday night. A car can creep up behind you really, really quickly here, even with the full map on. You're trying to warm your tyres while spacing yourself out. You're doing your own preparation, but you're also conscious not to interfere with anyone else's lap. So yeah, it was great stuff Friday night. And so far, no issues either.
Yeah, if I'm honest, I think the only quality issue we had on Friday was myself with T-Bag looked a bit out of shape then coming into that fast right-hander in sector 3. Yeah, I think the only issue Friday in quali was myself in low fuel mode. I pulled to the right of the track in Sector 2 to let guys past, saw a gap and thought, right, I'll move over to the left of the track to get out of the way, as Cavallis is out.
That's exactly where Webb lost it. Let's hope that doesn't cause any issues. I'm on board with Jackie as he's coming around to that. Yeah, unfortunate there. That's exactly where Webb lost it. Jackie and whoever's in that Red Bull, I think it's Bark, just getting off the throttles, trying to stay out of the way. It is one of them tracks as well, Clay, as you know, I think we spoke about this before. Like, it's Monaco is tough, but there's a good few slower parts to that track.
Yeah.
This track just comes at you like it's literally turned like bang, 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 bang. There's just corners everywhere. I think there's 27 corners in total. It's a mega track.
That's what I like about it, is how fast paced it is. Every corner just comes at you, one after another after another. It's just non-stop. Whereas, like you said, Monaco feels slow. I know it's only a short lap, but Monaco feels slow. Whereas this just feels high speed all the way.
Yeah, it's funny. Monaco is one of my favourite tracks, but not for league racing. It's pointless. It's a pointless track. Now what you find is people trying to make moves, and it's just, you literally can't overtake in Monaco. In turn one is where you can overtake, but it's just so unrealistic. Qualifying as well is like dodging bullets.
Yeah, if I'm honest, I thought quality would be quite bad here, in terms of, you know, catching cars and being caught out, but I didn't have a single issue.
Yeah, I didn't myself either. That's what I was kind of saying. I mean, I was very aware on my outlap. You know, if I didn't get the tyres to where I wanted them to, grand, as long as they didn't interfere with anyone else, and I didn't see anybody else that interfere with anyone. But yeah, it is one of them. It is one of these tracks. It can happen just really easily, you know, unintentionally as well. But you know, that's no good to the driver that got impeded.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm interesting enough. I'm looking at Hound here on the mediums at 130.8. Not enough for me to get to Q3, if I'm honest.
No, especially not with the people behind him. I'd expect Lutman to improve. Ashik will be ahead. Chip will be ahead. Jackie and Bark, really. No disrespect to Saki, but I'm not too sure what his pace will be like. But I think the rest of the guys behind will definitely improve ahead of that.
No, Saki will probably just retire without doing a lap.
One thing I found strange about this track, and it's not something I've ever had on any other track when we've done a race before, was tyre warm up on the outlap.
It's very important. It is absolutely. You need them tyres to be over 90 degrees. I'd be arguing kind of mid 90s. It just can be hard to get them there.
Yeah, exactly that. But it's normally what I do is I come out of the pits, I leave the fuel in standard, and I push on the outlap, and that's my tyre warm up.
Yeah.
I found on this, even pushing on the outlap, you do not get any temperature into your tyres. The only part of the track where you actually get some temperature is sector 1. After that, then they cool down before you start a hot lap, so you had to warm your tyres properly.
Yeah, and that's the thing, I suppose, after, you know, especially the second part, you know, from midway through sector 2 on, a lot of the track is pretty straight. There's a small bit of left to right, but it is fairly straight indeed. As Chris said, my force feedback has failed. Yeah, funny, I was just gonna say it. I had a race a while back and it also failed on me, and it's more or less impossible to race without force feedback on a wheel.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, Chip bounces off a wall there. Start of sector 3. That won't help his time at all. It doesn't appear to have got any damage.
I did notice that, Clay. Some of the walls you can actually tap gently, kind of caress.
Yes, I know full well, mate. I bounced off 5 during a quality lap.
Chip is coming in, so yeah, that lap would have been in the mid-30s, so probably better off to get in.
Who's going to be next across the line? Is it Ashik? Lutman's on an out lap. Yeah, I think Ashik's the next on a hot lap, yet to set a time. But I think, if I'm honest, Ashik, I know he's commented in the tier chat saying he's not got the pace this weekend, but I think he's one of them that we expect to be up there. Oh, who was that? There's a Haas behind him's just ploughed into the wall and lost its wing completely. Oh, Jackie's in the wall as well. He's lost his wing. Yeah, Saki's no wing and Jackie's no wing. Saki and Jackie. Both the Hasses.
Saki and Jackie. As Ashik creeps in there with a 28-3.
Saki's out. Saki's out.
Saki is out in the pits.
No.
Oh, he's not.
No.
Is that...
Turn 2?
Not sure. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm going to try flicking through. His car's gone.
Just on board with Chris, but then no left came straight back in, so he must be having wheel issues if he's coming straight back in like that. Unfortunate for him, hopefully he can get it sorted out. At the moment, he is into Q3, looking at the times with 2 guys out of the session. He might just scrape it.
Well, that's it. 3 guys essentially already out with Nerf setting a time that they're seeing him through and DNFing. So, you know, only 2 further people will be knocked out of this session. Lutman is improving at the moment.
Yeah, I was just going to say, as Kane Lorino goes top with a 28.364, 1/1000 of a second quicker than Ashik, as Lutman straightens up his car. Let's see what he can do.
Hound 29 flat as well, puts himself P7. Lutman a 30 flat, so stays P10. Not enough from Lutman.
P10, and he is on the cusp. I'll be honest, I think Jackie, if he can get back out in time, which he should do, if he can hook it up, I think King Luckman could be in trouble. Chip in trouble as well. He's on his out lap. He'll get one more run at this. I don't see him getting in and getting his lap in, getting back around and getting back out. 4 minutes and 20 seconds left in the session. Oh, Jesus Christ, as he clips the wall.
He's pushing. He's pushing.
He's pushing that out lap.
Again, it's one of them. Like I said, tire warm up. I normally find just pushing on the out lap helps.
That's McLaren around, and that is Hound. He's getting over the way. Fair play. Sorry, Clip.
I'm just looking now. Chip. Yeah, Chip's going to start a lap. His ERS is on. He's staying out, so Chip is going for a lap now. I think this will be his only run. I don't think he'll have enough time to get back in and get out again.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if he does.
Terrier's saying, come on the Astons. My immediate response, to be honest, I probably shouldn't say on stream, but... Forza Ferrari, come on.
Yeah, I'm bored with Chip. Clay, he's probably going to have to... He's pushing. He's definitely pushing. It's kind of, you know, shit or bust really at this stage. You know, if he crashes out, he's out anyway. And that, you know, that is the one thing I do like about that final run in Q2 or in Q3. You can really, really push it. You know, obviously,
yeah, just absolute
game, so you're
balls to the wall.
Yeah, 100%.
But that's what I feel like this track just brings, that balls to the wall attitude. I'm not one for going out trying to set the absolute fastest lap I possibly can, but this track just brings it out in me.
It does. You know, especially when you nail the fast parts, you're so close to the barrier every time, just trying to squeeze every tenth you can. It's nice when you nail it. Yeah,
I found myself on Friday where I'd turn in and I'm looking at it going, I've turned in too early, and you just miss the wall and go, oh, perfect. As Chip, 30 flat.
And King Luckman's in. It's up to Jackie now, Claire. I'd be surprised if Jackie doesn't get a decent lap in here, but he's not set a lap a time yet. He's had a couple of issues. It is literally one chance for Jackie.
He's got fuel light flashing as well.
Luckman's on an out lap, and he will get around as well, so Luckman does have another crack at it. But yeah, we should ride on board with Jackie for the rest of this lap and see what he can do. There is a couple of other drivers out as well. Venom is on the cusp. I think Crispy Beef, he's in the pits, but I think he's okay with a 29.4 if I'm honest. Jackie is absolutely hammering it here.
Yeah, Jackie's one who's always shown quality pace, if I'm honest. Last season I think it's his best season in terms of consistency and final standings, but he's always been fast in quality.
Yeah, and he's setting a good time for himself as well. It looks fast. Obviously, we don't have a reference time to go off, but it looks quick.
I just don't like how fast his fuel light's blinking, if I'm honest.
Yeah, he's in the 28s with that, I would say. Definitely. That's a 28-4 from
28-4.
Jackie. Yeah, that
Chip
does drop Chip
is
out
out.
of quali, yeah. Luckman next to go, and he's just started his flyer as well, heading towards the start finish line. He does have a car ahead of him, so if he ends up being quicker and encroaches on that he will lose a bit of downforce.
I have found in obviously a previous session we've done, following another car, the loss of downforce I had through sector 1 was horrendous.
It is, yeah. And do you know what? If you go into the on board with the driver and you look behind, you can see that hot air coming off the rear wing, and that's what the drivers are driving in. You can't see it when you're behind, but when you look at the car ahead and you look back, you can see that kind of that blur of hot air coming off the car.
Lutman 5 tenths under at sector 1. Chip's in the pits. Yeah, so Chip will be out. Is Venom improving? Where's Venom on track?
He's in sector 1, just caught that curve there, the one that sucks us straight in.
See what his sector 1 split is. Oh, almost 2 tenths over. Lutman, sector 2, second under.
Yeah, he's absolutely smashing it here. And this is, as we said, shit or bust for Luckman. He can afford to go at it here. He has no other option.
And this section now, if you're a second under at sector 2, sector 3's fairly easy here, innit? Fairly straightforward.
And he gets nice and tight into the apex of the last corner and on the power after.
Lutman across the line, what is it? 29 flat, improves by 9 tenths.
And that should.
And Venom's less than half a tenth over at sector 2. If he gets a good sector 3, he needs 4 tenths to beat his teammate, so I think Venom will be out there. That's definitely not going to be enough.
It might knock Chris out, but I doubt it.
No, 4 tenths. No, he improved by 2 tenths. Not enough to challenge his teammate as Chris comes across the line. Improves slightly as well. We've just got Jackie rolling into the pits. But yeah, that session we're losing Cavalis, Saki, Chip Hazard and Venom. As we go into Q3 now, top 10 shootout. Ashik and Kane Lowry swapping places this session from the last one. So it'll be interesting to see how Paul goes there. As Diamond says, red flag's still broken. Somehow got a pre-race red flag. Yeah, if I'm honest, the red flag we got on Friday night in Tier 2 is the first we've seen. And immediately following the restart, I was shown blue flags and took a 5-second penalty. I thought a number of people got penalties. When I checked Race Director, it was just me. So, bit of discrimination there from the stewards. The marshals on track. But yeah, good lap time there from Kane and Ashik. Already in them low 28s. What do you reckon, Dan? Do you reckon we'll dip into the 27s?
I would think so. Yeah, I'd be surprised if we don't.
If we do, I think it's only just going to be in.
Yeah, it's a tight session. There's only just under 4 tenths between the top 7, and 8, 9, 10 aren't a million miles away from it either. Obviously, Chris does have that wheel issue at the moment, so hopefully he gets that sorted out. But it's a very tight session for sure. Apologies. Team tactics and all that.
Robinho Osso has joined. Who the fuck's that? Osso can't have changed his name, no way.
Who joined?
Robinho Osso.
I mean, he's a prick, but I don't think he's that bad. Yeah, it's a closed lobby. Let me look at that. Is it possible to use someone?
No, it has to be Osso, mate. It has to be.
Yeah.
Curly says one thing about going out early, you can sit in garden having a smoke and a drink. Yeah, that's probably not good for your race though.
Yeah, definitely not.
Terry says I'm stealing.
Sorry, Claire.
Terry is saying I was stealing a podium. Stealing a podium for the bullshit blue flag penalty I got. I feel like Terriers deserves a penalty for that.
Yeah, absolutely. There's no question. And he will get one, whether he likes it or not. We have the power.
Also says, evening lads, how did you know I joined? I can't see what he said. It says, heard you saying, and it's just come up as a load of stars.
It says prick. Or it did before he ended it anyway.
Have you changed your PSN name also? That's how we knew you was here. We thought some random dickhead had joined. It turns out it's just you. Oh, Curly saying non-alcoholic drink. Oh, that's pointless, mate. You might as well stay inside and watch it. As Diamonds and Terriers are saying the safety car saved us, wonder who caused it. Now, I don't have a clue who caused this safety car, but it sounds like they might have caused it. Hound 28.7. There you go, Scotty. 27.8. Wow. Fastest lap we've seen so far in quali. We've got Teabag just coming up to the line now. 29.8. Kane Lowry 29.5. Hindsight 28.5. What can Jackie manage out of the final corner?
That's 28.4. That's... Ooh, wow. Yeah, apologies, that's just me being me.
Oh, wow.
I thought Scotty had a 26.8. I was like, what a prick. That wasn't him. Nice. So yeah, 27.8. Currently provisional pole. That is Scotty. I'm surprised with these first runs, if I'm honest. I thought we'd be seeing, you know, definitely mid-27s. A lot of 28s, 29s, 30s. You know, it depends as well, Clay. They could be on new sets of softs, depending on what they needed.
Yeah, if I'm honest, I probably thought low 28s for the first runs. I was a bit surprised seeing Kane, mid 29s. I thought he'd be at least 1.1, 1.2 quicker than that. Just looking at the comments there, it appears it was my Ferrari teammate who caused the safety car. Oh, that's what the comments are saying.
That's just tactics, isn't it?
No, I just want to say I got double stacked behind this fucker, so I didn't choose this. Curly saying 4 safety cars tonight, possibly 1 red flag. Yeah, it sounds like Friday night in Tier 2.
I know we laugh and joke, but there is absolutely no reason for me why this can't be a good race. It's just about picking your moments. There is a handful of places.
Oh shit, 27.
But yeah.
Yeah, it's like you say, it's one of them. It's probably not the most exciting track for a number of cars. Trying to go 3 wide or whatever, 2 wide into a corner. It's not the track for that. But it is a nice track and it is good for racing. There are places to overtake if you're sensible.
Like, if you think about it, like, the absolute best places to overtake here are with DRS into the last corner, but then you're leaving yourself open to the car ahead, getting DRS into turn 1. For me, that's where the best racing can happen. There's not really anywhere else in the track that you want to be acting with maggots.
Sector 1's pretty much a write-off, but I did find I was making overtakes in Sector 2, Sector 3. And that was it. If you were getting a good run on someone into that DRS zone in Sector 2 and getting the move done before you entered Sector 3, you found yourself screwed because they'd get DRS then up for the last corner and on the straight. And, it's clever, it's tactical.
And that's exactly why it was pointed out in the stewards briefing. Don't make a move there. It is absolutely pointless. You're actually hurting yourself, if anything, while at the risk of causing a major collision. So it's just not worth
it. Just for Diamonds and Terriers continuing in the chat, I'm going to deduct 25 points from Aston Martin. Fuck 'em.
Well, I mean, it wouldn't be like Dynasty talking shite or anything, but
welcome, thanks for tuning in.
As we got 23 on stream as well, so big thanks to everyone for tuning in. That's Luckwin with a 30.5. Luckwin's struggling a small bit here. Chris is definitely struggling. He's, as I said before, he has wheel issues. He's normally punching around the top, but you currently got Ashik and Scotty kind of well out in front. They're 6/10 ahead of the rest. But I'd be very, very surprised if you don't see a mega lap coming in here from the likes of Kay Lowry, T-Bag. Captain Hindsight can do it as well. Bark can do it. Steve has pace on this game. So it's as you were, Tier 3, Q3. Softs on, brains off, but it's fine in quality. Just don't do it in the race.
That's it. This is the session where you get as close to them walls as you can. You push to the absolute limit, and like you say, it's such a good fucking track for doing that. It's everything feels right on the edge. One little mistake and you're in a wall. As Hound's 2/10 under at Sector 1.
Yeah, and he kind of needs it. This unless this is more or less his last shot at it as well. So, as you said, balls to the wall for Steve, I think.
Didn't look a bad line.
The track looks greasy. It could be the reflection from the light, but the track does look a bit greasy, doesn't it?
I wouldn't say so, if I'm honest. You can see the clear... Oh, actually, no, from that angle it does. Yeah, from that angle it really does, but the other angles I saw it didn't. I missed his Sector 2 split.
Yep, so did I.
Too busy looking at fucking colour of the track.
as he steams towards the start-finish line, and this will be the final go for Steve. Can he improve? And he does, only fractionally, and he stays P6. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he plummets down there. Kane Lowry and T-Bag absolutely have a lap on him. Luckman is being wheeled into the pits with no wing, so he's gone. Chris is
T-Bag
on his way out.
5.5 tenths under at sector 1.
Yeah, and he needs it. He needs a second here. If he needs more than a second to have any chance of pole.
See, that sector 1 split makes me think that T-Bag either made a mistake on his first run or he was on used tyres. Luckman he's retired in the pits.
He's retired, yeah. He won't have enough time to get back out.
T-Bag 1.3 under.
Yeah, wow.
Puts him to a 28.5, so he's only pushing around the 4th, 5th place mark at the moment. If he can continue that push in sector 3, he could be pushing for a front row here. Well, no, it'd be second row, wouldn't it? There's a big gap between first and second row.
Let's see what he can do.
27.8.
It's close from T-Bag. It's a great lap from T-Bag. Puts him on the second row at the minute.
Just for you, Mihai, we'll jump on with hindsight, but he doesn't look to be going very quick. Jackie
just started his lap. So is Kane Lowry.
Jackie's retired in the pit. As Nicky says, "Hey, shorty."
So everybody on track is currently on an out lap. Kane Lowry will be the first to take the line.
Hindsight 1,000th over his sector 1 time. So very close.
Kane Lowry half a second under, and he needs every bit of it. If he can hook up the rest of this lap, I think it will be definitely competitive at the very, very, very least. Hey, shorty.
Hey, shorty.
Kane Lowry is coming at the traffic now, so hopefully that
hindsight's now 2 seconds over, so he looks to have backed out of this lap now, so I'll jump on with Kane.
Do you know what, Clay? I think the awareness from the drivers on, during quali that are not on lap has been great to see, if I'm honest.
Yeah, not seeing any issues, any suspect driving. Been absolutely brilliant from the lads. Awareness has been on point, which is needed on a track like this. People have called for street tracks and tracks like this for a number of seasons now.
Kane Lowry plowing towards the line. It is not enough. Second row for Kane Lowry. I believe Barkmandu is the next across the line, and he is on his way there, and he does improve P5 for Barkmandu. I believe it's
Chris is improving.
Chris, yeah,
1.6 under sector 2.
Did he fix his wheel? Quite possibly. That looks to be a decent time so far. Let's see if he can cross the line with, and it's a 28.4. P7. T-Bags on the lap. Scotty, wow, yeah. There you go.
Yeah, high 27. If I'm honest, it's
Take
probably...
a strong hand.
Voila!
Oh, God. What a fucking bunch of Muppets.
See you next week, bud.
Stingray asked, did he fix his wee?
No, that's just the Irish accent trying to say wheel.
R.I.P. to headphone users. That's the fucking plan. Anything to kill AMG and Terriers.
If you're listening to this through headphones, then yeah, to be honest, you screwed yourself. I just remember back, we're at season 3, Dan's first ever F-bomb, and that just opened the doors and turned the streams to shite since then.
As also comes in with a yes! A yes! Hello! Oh, yes! Classic. Better than the original.
Grow up.
Yeah, I'm going for a beer.
I've just realised I've not rolled a cig yet, but Jacket only doing one run as well in that session, so I must have only had one set of tyres. As I've just realised as well that we don't have a formation lap on at the moment due to the bugs, so I will not be going for a smoke. A Stingray says, us headphone users are used to this. Yeah, well, yeah, not sure why you decided to listen on headphones, to be honest. Just, yeah, have the volume blaring out. Let your neighbours get involved as well. Send them a link. We'll get everyone in. Just waiting for the lads now picking strategies. Track looks very bright. Terry has come. One sec, let me connect to my neighbour's TV. Good shout, let's get them involved. Tell me the names, I'll shout them out. Andy here cheering on the Alfa Romeo lads. You've got pink eye. Fuck the Alfa Romeo. Steve saying it's set to realistic start time. Doesn't quite look it.
Nope. I can confirm that it is set to realistic. I checked it myself. So, unless it gets really, really dark, really, really fast, it is what it is.
See, when I've gone into settings, it says the start time's on random.
Yeah, good man, Steve.
Says clear, dry, random.
It was unrealistic. Definitely was, quite possibly when he changed the safety car. Could have reset it maybe, but yeah, bold hound.
It's alright, Steve. One day this week, mate, I might show you how to set a lobby properly.
Anyway, it is what it is. If someone could hit the fucking X, it'd be great.
Yeah, everyone must have had fucking enough time to sort the strategies out now. Jesus Christ.
I mean, it takes, even if somebody hits the X straight away, I've never ever run out of time. Just don't. Yeah, maybe I'm not knowledgeable enough, but yeah.
Steve said reset or go in. I'd say go.
Drive on to fuck.
Yep. No formation lap, 5 lights on. And away we go. For some reason we don't get a timer. Scotty holds the lead through turn 1. We've got McLaren off track there, that is Steve. Hindsight up to P7.
Don't want to jinx it. Great start so far. Oh, there's bits of issues, but it looks okay. Ish.
I don't know, I saw yellow flags at the back.
Yeah,
I panicked because I saw Dave there, but he still looks to have his wing intact.
Yeah, I think we're good to go again, Clay. I think it's a pretty decent start, if I'm honest. Fair play. Let's keep it that way.
Yeah, looks good.
Second of the car ahead.
Just having a look at the tyre strategies there. We've got Scotty, Kane Lowry going for the softs. Ashik, Teabag, Chris, Hindsight going mediums. Jackie on the hards. And then we've got...
Sorry, Clay. Them soft runners are going to need a safety car. 100%.
Yeah, you're guaranteeing on an early... Well, you're banking on an early safety car if you're putting them on to start.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I was just about to say Chip back and Stevie also running the softs. Hound and Osso on the hards. Everyone else on the mediums. Definitely a lot of different strategies there, but we've got Hound down 4 places. Obviously had an incident into turn 1. We've got Chip Hazard up 4 places. He must have benefited from Hound's mistake.
And Stevie's into the pits. I'm just wondering, did he take a bit of damage?
I did see a bit of wing fly up or something somewhere. Yeah, he's got no front wing.
Yeah, I see. A track like this, it's so hard to tell if that was, you know, himself and North Pack and Curly going wheel to wheel. Watt stapping in the middle of it in the McLaren as well. Didn't catch what happened, but yeah. Oh, Saki
Hound's going very slow. I think he's just had a bit of a moment.
That's a yellow flag, I think, caused by Curly, and looking at it, he has no front wing. Definitely has wing damage at least.
Yeah, he's missing an end plate on the left side. I don't think Dave has a... Oh no, he does. It's that Ferrari one that catches me out every fucking time because it's dark. VSC.
VSC.
What's that for? Oh, sure. I can see parts of wing ahead. What's that come from? Is that from a Haas? Yeah, Saki's got no front wing.
Yeah, I don't think he was close enough to Luckman, so he's just had an issue himself. Hopefully for Saki and everyone behind that's it, that VSE stays out for a little bit. And he should make the last corner. It's a very, very difficult track to be on with no front wing. You know, you're trying to get to the pits, you're trying not to...
Oh, he just sags the wall, but yeah, he should be fine into the pits now. As the track has gone back green now, they are racing again. Saki comes into the pits. We will lose a lot of time though. We've got Hound, into the pits as well.
I'm surprised to see Ken Lowry on the socks, to be honest. I know he is the master of tyres, but still. Medium, yeah, maybe, I don't know. My mediums and my hards were wrecked at the end of both stints with no safety car.
Curly's just replaced wing. Hound has just changed tyres, no wing change.
What did he start on?
Well, he just popped a set of mediums on. He started on the hards. So does this mean he's still got wing damage, as he forgot to set it to yes instead of auto? I'm not too sure.
He definitely has wing damage, yeah,
100%. But he's not replaced it.
To be very fair to Steve, you know, when you're in the race strategy screen and you get something like that about, you know, to say things wrong, the time is wrong, it can be quite a stressful moment for the admins.
Yeah, it fucks in your head a bit.
Yeah, you're trying to make sure everything is right, and sometimes it's difficult. Actually, getting past Kendall, DRS is very powerful here.
Yeah, that's it. And he sets the fastest lap as well as Jackie takes it away from him on the hard tyres.
Yeah, Jackie's absolutely flying. Jackie always starts in the hards. And you see with Jackie, it either works or it really doesn't work. But it'd be interesting to see how that plays out. Bit of a spread there over the top 5, just taking off. Chris Dolan in P6 does have captain on the back of him. The soft guys though are starting to fall off a small bit. I don't know, 4 or 5 laps on the softs.
Ashley got caught out on that curb then. Kane's trying to go around the outside of him. Ashley, yeah, he got that curb we were talking about earlier. He sort of just slid straight across it.
Yeah, I still feel medium, hard, medium is the strategy. Them guys on the softs, I think they need something to happen. Which, you know, if you hedge your bets on a safety car here, you'd say it's pretty much a banker, but if it doesn't work out, it can ruin your race.
Yeah, it can. We'll just have a quick tyre check now. So, Scotty, if I'm honest, I'd say Ashik's probably in the best position at the moment, starting on the mediums. You know, he can probably push harder than the lads around him, being on the soft tyres.
Yeah, Steve's back into the pits, puts the hards
on. Oh, Kate Lowry's hit the wall on the last corner. He's made contact with Teabag, and I think Jackie's just lost part of his wing as well, though.
T-Bag getting a run on Kane Lowry as well. As you see, Kane Lowry does not have any damage.
T-Bag doesn't appear to. There were definitely a bit of carbon fibre that flew off. I'm not sure if it's from the Haas or from T-Bag, but...
Cavaliers all over the back of Venom as well. Into sector 1. You know what I must say, and fair play to Cavaliers, watching a lot last week, obviously being a new driver, his racecraft is top notch. Couple of drivers said it to me as well. Venom having an awful time, and he yields and leads Cavaliers through. I couldn't see if he had wing damage, but
it doesn't appear to.
Yeah,
it looks like he just made a mistake though.
That's it. And you know, if you're struggling, sometimes it is better to just leave him off and try and stick him into the DRS. He has more or less full ERS as well, so if he can stay on the back of Cavaliers, that's decent for Venom. Did it myself Friday night, spent 5, 6, 7 laps behind Robin Techie, saving up my ERS, just using staying within the DRS of him to save my ERS, and it worked out a treat.
On with Chris making a move on Jackie there with DRS. Oh, and he's off track as Hindsight's snuck past Jackie there as well, right on the apex of the corner, so looked like a late move there from Hindsight.
I will say that is the one place we did kind of say don't overtake. But
yeah.
Anyway,
I think Chris got the move done before, but he went deep into that corner, which slowed him up into the next sector, and Jackie's into the pits. I think Jackie got wing damage that last lap with that incident with Kane and T-Bag. Well, I'll jump on board with him now, see if he's replacing a wing. Hound has been back into the pits as well and put the hard tyres back on, so he must have had wing damage and it's not repaired it. Yeah. Jackie's got a new front wing, so he definitely picked wing damage up in that incident with Kane and T-Bag. As Ashik's all over the back of Scotty now, less than a tenth that gap.
Yeah, but as I said, he's better off just sitting here and over the last corner and off he go.
Yeah, but
will be feeling not great as well.
I agree with what you're saying, but sitting behind him, you know, if a safety car comes out, you know, you're still behind at that point. Would you not rather get ahead before a safety car came out? You'd feel more comfortable then?
Depends where you are. Yellow flag.
What's the yellow flag
for? It's gone again, thank God.
There's Marshall's. Big shout out to Marshall's here at Jeddah. Fucking amazing.
Yeah, I'm on board with this Captain Hindsight and Chris battle. Scotty's in after 5 laps. I did say that. No, he's not. Apologies.
He's not. No. Ashik just got a good run on him. Ashik's tyres there looking really good. Scotty must be feeling it now. He's still staying out though. He's got the DRS. He's making a move into turn 1 as well. Side by side, Ashik and Scotty through turn 1. All this is going to do is slow him down. They've lost half a second already to T-Bag.
Yeah, them sauce must be hurting. Venom is in. Oh, 5-second penalty as well for speeding the pit lane. I'm going to stick on my Venom and let you know. I think he has wing damage. The medium shouldn't be gone at this point, and he does. So yeah, as I said, he yielded for Cavaliers with the wing damage. So clever driving, to be fair to him. I think the closest
still on board with this battle at the front, if I'm honest.
Yeah, we've 2 battles. I'm watching Chris and Captain behind. Captain is just sitting, recharging, as Chris is rinsing his ERS to stay ahead. So this is Sue Captain. And as I said, this is the position I found myself in Friday night in the opening stint. Just sit behind, build, use the DRS to stay close, and it'll come your way eventually.
I never realised how much of a beautiful area this track was actually in. Normally we race in the dark, so you don't see all that, but lovely area.
Captain does now go past Chris, and he gets moved on before the last corner. And Chris will probably have a go at him back into turn 1, getting a much better
I think Scotty's got a run here on Ashik as well. He's going for a move into turn 1. Got it done before the braking zone this time, but does he get a bit deep? Looked like Ashik got a better run through the corner, but had to slow down a little bit. Scotty in front of him.
Oh, Chris and Captain are having a mega battle there. Chris went for a move up the inside. Captain left a full car's weight on the apex. Chris, they went side by side through turn 2. Excellent driving from them. I know it's roles reversed. Chris is behind now and can hold on. Oh, just catches that curve in sector 1. No idea how he gets back off it, but he does. So yeah, roles reversed as Chris, he's dropping out of the DRS now, which is not good at all for him. He needs to stick within that to drag himself along, as Luckman picks up a penalty as well.
Yeah, as well as getting overtaken by Bark.
I must say, actually,
he lost traction then. Sorry, apologies.
This has been a super race so far, and yeah, that left-hander there in sector 1, that's where I nearly lost it 3 or 4 times there. The back just kicks out. Kane Lowry on Teabag is the closest bat at the minute. Wab is all over the back.
Oh, Cavallis is out.
That's going to be a full safety car. Absolutely,
it is.
Cars in the middle of the track. It is, and that has saved the soft runners, screwed the hard runners, and possibly screwed the medium runners. So soft is in the advantage at the minute. Can they take the hard 17 laps, 18 laps, whatever it is? They probably can.
I mean,
everybody is no win.
If there's anyone who can, there's one man. Teabag will be double stacked here behind his teammate, so that will screw Teabag. Kane Lowry, you know, if there's one man who can take the hards to the end from here, he's putting the mediums on.
Wow.
Ashik's gone hards. Scotty's gone hards. Scotty got held behind Teabag. So Ashik's now took the lead and Kane Lowry's jumped Scotty. Scotty got held behind the Williams because they double stacked in front of his pit box.
It's probably not the worst thing in the world for the medium runners, but, you know, with the pace advantage in the first stint, it's definitely suited the softs. If there was no safety car, the softs would have been in big trouble. But yeah.
Yeah, I think pretty much everyone's decided to pit, to be honest. Out of your top 13, only Jackie hasn't pitted. He's got 3 laps on his mediums.
Yeah, Jackie's kind of in a... Well, he was caught between a rock and a hard place.
Oh, what's happened with Dave there? Dave's dropping down under the safety car. He's just lost it. Oh, right. It didn't say he was in the pit, but he just dropped down the positions. That was weird. It never said pit next to his name. It was as though he was on track and just losing positions.
It's funny as well with some guys. You know, Dave has his own race because he's carrying a three place grid penalty as well into this race. So, you know, when you're in and around that 1 or 2 points, you know, the last thing you want is a DNF and carrying that 3 place again. So it's sometimes guys race their own races. A lot of guys aren't even aware of that, but, you know, read the rule book. We are fortunate for Cavallis there after a great debut in CDR, taking a podium with a P3 at Spa. He is out of this race in Saudi Arabia, so unfortunate for him, but this kind of nullifies the field again.
Again though, credit to him. Credit to him for that though. He was having a very good race. He had a good qualifying session, was having a good race, having a nice battle there with Chris, and ended up dropping back a bit. Not sure if he had a bit of an issue, but would the mediums go to the end?
Nah.
See, I'd say no, but I'm looking at who's got them on.
Oh, but Kane Lowry can get them.
Kane Lowry will put a set of softs on, mate. He'll tackle him. He'll tackle him.
Absolutely.
Yeah. he's gonna finish this race on these mediums and then drive home with them mediums on. Like, this lad don't care.
And then bring him back for next week.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. There is first quality run tyres next week. He's got Saki now dropping down the order. He's in the pits. Hound in the pits. What do you reckon? 15 laps on the mediums? I mean, it's possible. It is definitely possible with the safety car. I know the session we did earlier, I think I did 13, 14 laps on them myself.
Yeah, they're just not great at the end.
They did not feel good whatsoever.
Yeah. 100%. That is the issue. Yeah, I'm just on board with Chris there if you want to take a look.
That brake seems a bit funny. Why are you on the brake while you're on full throttle?
Definitely, as he knows, not on the brake.
Yeah, he must have heard. Must have heard.
Classic.
I love how they think we're oblivious to this shit.
No, he's doing it again.
As Hound has put the mediums back on, he's now at the back of the pack. He's the only one who's not closed up on the field yet. Oh, he has actually commented saying finally got my wing to change. As just catching up on comments here, there's a few come in that I've not realised. Terry is saying you go to hards, bank on a late safety car for softs. Also be able to get them to the end, but you might run out of fuel. As Ninja says, Kane could take the medium tyre from here to the next race in Spain. As Terry is saying, how's he commented, Steve's using AI. No, he just drives slow enough that you can actually safely text.
Just looking around there, Claire, there's a number of QKs under the safety car.
A number of what?
Fair play to them. QKs.
Oh.
I don't understand.
Oh.
Maybe you do.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't realise you were into blokes, but you know.
Yeah, it's different in Ireland.
No, you can see it straight away pretty much. If you flick through, you can see who's regenerating ERS a lot more than others. They tend to be the ones that are trying it, I'm guessing.
Anyway, it should be in at the end of this lap. Kane Lowry can definitely get them medium to the end. Jack will be struggling, I would think, with 5 laps on him. But yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be a strange one. I'd expect Kane, if I'm honest, to make a move fairly early. Medium tyres should be a lot faster than Ashik. It's just how they hold on. 14 laps, you know, it's 14 laps potentially of just racing. He's done a couple on them already, but if there is anyone who can take the mediums that long, it will be Kane. Jackie as well, 5 lap old mediums at the moment. I think he probably will have to pit again. I don't think he's going to get them to the end.
Yeah, it will be a strong rally to be fair.
So we have got the message, safety car in this lap. Ashik's currently backing the pack up. Come round the final corner. So he's done similar to we saw in a previous session where instead of slowing before the final corner, he's slowed after it. And yeah, like
Scotty has the run on Kane as well.
We've seen yellow flags already, and is that Hound? Yeah, Hound back into the pits. Chip making a move on back. Hound gets a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Back now drops behind Lutman. Scotty has got a good run on Kane, to be honest.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, Chris on the boy there. That's definitely a track limit warning for Chris. And that brings Luckman into the fall as he goes deep. And a bit of contact there, but Luckman does get it done.
You mean
super move from Luckman around the outside. Yeah,
Lutman's 1.3. Lutman's just chilling in his own race at the moment.
Yeah. What
I
you
did
said?
say, to be fair, after he gave me some shit for Friday's race, I did say I was going to stick on Bobby Lutman and pick up on every little mistake he makes. So
Yeah, there's end plates. There's definitely carbon fibre around the track. Definitely. Towards the back of the field, I was on with Dave and Saki. It looks like Dave has no end plate. Could be that Ferrari as well, but yeah.
yeah, them dark wings catch me out. You can't see shit. Andy saying any reason why we're racing in the day? Yeah, the session was set up with perfect race time, realistic race time, whatever you call it. And for some strange reason it's changed, so fuck all we can do about it now, we just get on with it.
Yeah, Chip Hazard in for a wing there as well, so he drops all the way down to P18.
Yeah, fresh medium tyres on, will come out ahead of home, but well off the back of the pack.
Yeah, I tend to agree with Terriers. Why do people do this? It causes issues, and it does for me. Holding the pack that long, everybody's edging. It can cause issues.
Yeah, it's one of them. Me personally, I'd rather slow it down. The thing is obviously the guy leading the pack has the right to slow and go when he wants.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, it's not against the rules. It's up to the cars behind just to use your head.
It's just me personally. I don't like coming out of the final corner and still be going slow. I try and get the run out of the final corner.
Oh, Curly's gone.
And that's a full safety car.
Yeah, I was thinking that, definitely. There was a bit of contact between Dave and also that I did see. Does this change the strategy for anyone? Potentially Jackie. Potentially Venom.
Scotty in.
I think everybody else is going to stick as they are, to be honest.
Scotty in. Is he going to pop mediums on? Jackie, 5-second penalty speeding in the pit lane. That's fucked Jackie. That's ruined him.
They're in for the second set of mediums.
I mean, that's what I was wondering. Is Scotty fresh set of mediums? What's Jackie? Fresh set of mediums. But he's now got a 5-second penalty for that. Is it worth that? You know, an extra 4-5 laps on them tyres? I mean, Jackie's pitted from mediums to mediums.
I think Jackie kind of had to. He'd 7-8 laps on them mediums already. Not sure why Scotty did it though. He's gone from quite high up down to P12 on a track that's very difficult to race on, or to overtake on. Sorry.
That's it. The guys ahead, I don't think they have enough tyre wear for Scotty to make a massive advantage on them.
I suppose it depends how you race. To be honest.
I raced against Scotty on Friday night. I would like to be ahead of him.
Yeah, you do see this, Clay. Let's be completely honest about it. Guys trying to bully their way through and drive like dickheads. You know.
No, I'll tell you what. Because you've made that comment, I just want to actually give Scotty a bit of respect. He did race very fucking cleanly on Friday night. You know, he had a very good race. He was fast, but he was clean.
Yeah, there's no issue there, but it just tends to be. That tends to be the way it goes.
Yeah. As soon as someone puts faster tyres on, you're looking at the guys ahead going, get the fuck out of my way, like.
Exactly, and like the thing for me is the guy, like, you know, you're perfectly entitled to race. If you're on a set of hards with 2 laps to go because there was a safety car and there's 5 lads behind you on softs, you're fully entitled to race. You know, you don't have to yield because you're not as quick because of a skill issue or you know, tyres. As long as you're remaining within the rules, you're fully entitled to race. You don't have to move over and lead them through. And that's one of the things that frustrates me a lot. Stevie is in, and someone else, that is Saki is in.
Saki's dropping down, yeah, Saki and Stevie.
Set of mediums. Does he have? Oh, it's not mediums. Saki is going back onto the hards. He's gone for softs.
He's gone for softs.
dodge.
See, right, now, this is the position I was in, that last session was in. Lap 14 safety car, I pitted from mediums, and I went for hards for 11 laps under a safety car, and in my head, I felt I should have gone softs. But the tyre wear here is unbelievable.
It is. It's high dig. It's a very high dig. No question.
Yeah, very high dig. And this is the thing, is Kane on them 6-lap old mediums. I don't think he's in a bad place, if I'm honest. You know, he's done a couple of laps under the first safety car on him, when he first put him on. And now a few laps under this as well. I think probably 4 of them 6 laps are under safety car.
Yeah. Definitely.
I think it's playing into his hands. I do think Scotty will improve. I think Scotty will make his way back through Jackie as well on them fresher tyres. But it's, as Dan said previously, it's not an easy track to overtake. It is a difficult track. As we get the safety car in this lap message now, so Ashik will start backing up the pack. Safety car, we can just see coming round the final corner now. Ashik's still backing him up. He's not ready for going out of this. Kane's looking like he's trying to stay close to get a jump on him. As Ashik has gone. Has he gone? No, he's not gone. He's gone now. Kane got a good run, but it looks like Teabag's got a better run on him. So we see Full Send Dave's just dropped a number of positions now, and he's back up. Scotty and Jackie. I'm not sure if there may be illegal overtakes in there or something. Ashik leads the pack away. Looks comfortable again at the front. We're getting yellow flags. That is Venom in the wall. Venom dropping to the back of the grid. We've got also all over the back of Nerf pack.
Didn't realise we were racing again.
Yeah, as soon as you left the safety car in this lap, message popped up. I'm not sure what happened, to be honest. Full Send Dave dropped 2 positions pretty much before they crossed the line, and then I think he's made 1 back, and then now he's dropping down. He's dropping down. I can't see whether he's got wing damage. He doesn't appear to have.
Yeah, maybe them hards aren't fired up, but yeah.
Scotty making it past also now, yeah. Yeah, Scotty, as I say, he was behind Dave on the restart, and then all of a sudden Dave dropped 2 positions to, I think it was Scotty and Jackie. I'm not sure if it were illegal overtakes, because then the positions swapped back and then swapped back again, so a bit strange. But Ashik seems to have got away fairly clean at the front. Kane isn't letting him get away that easy. He's sticking with him. Sorry, Dan.
Yeah, you're okay. Talking to yourself, kind of, really.
Yeah, if I'm honest, Saki, brave man, started going for them softs. But yeah, Dave. If I'm honest, Dave got caught out. I think the best thing for Dave... Oh, he's dropping.
Yeah, Luckman, bit of contact with Luckman. He's dropped down to 15th. P15, so yeah, it was hard to tell from that, but Scotty is looking at making inroads here.
Yeah, Scotty now up past Nerf. I think the thing for Dave was he was hoping to be challenging the guys ahead instead of worrying about the guys behind. We've got a full safety car. I think that's Saki who's hit the wall, is it? Yep, Saki's got no front wing, so we have got another full safety car.
Yeah, which completely puts everybody back to where they were. Everyone can get to the end there now. They'll have maybe 5-6 laps max. Yeah.
This is the softs on brains off moment. 8 laps to go.
There's no way anyone's coming in.
No, not from your leading group. Not from your leading group. But I mean, a couple of the guys behind.
Yeah.
Wab's in. And Saki's hit a wall at the exit of the last corner and he is out. Yeah, Wab softs on, brains off, 0 laps on them soft tyres, but he's down in P16. Can he make them count? 7 laps to go.
He was down towards the end anyway, but you know, Wab has been here a while. He ain't going to run this stupid, guaranteed.
No, Wab's a good driver. You know, we've raced with him for a number of seasons now. He has improved massively over the past couple of seasons. But yeah, he's not an idiot. Be good to see how he does, to be honest. If he does do well, I won't be happy because he didn't do fucking well last season when he was my teammate. Still not forgiving him for this. Fuck Wab.
I tell you what, Williams not in a bad position at all here, Claire. 2 cars on the podium as we currently stand.
Yeah, exactly that. My only concern is Scotty. 5 lap fresher tyres than all the lads ahead of him. Faster than, you know, at least 4 of the guys ahead. Can he make it count? Is it too late? It's a hard, like you said yourself before. It's a hard track to pass at.
It is. It's a long lap as well, though. You have to remember. Well, it's not a long lap, but it's not a short lap.
Second longest on the calendar.
Yeah. So yeah, 3rd longest, maybe.
I don't know. I just went off what Steve said before. So.
Well.
Yeah, it's probably 7th longest.
Quote Steve, though, you're fucked. Well, considering Baku and Spa are in the 40s, kind of high 30s, yeah. It's definitely not the 2nd longest anyway. It might be the 3rd, but definitely not the 2nd. Yeah, you'd imagine the safety car will come in the end of this lap, so we still have 6 laps of racing after this.
Yeah. Sorry, I was trying to find the comment that Steve had put. I'm struggling to find it. I found one that he said saying potato. But that is not the message I was after, so we'll ignore it. But yeah, Steve's also popped the softs on now as well, but he is well behind the pack.
Yeah, I mean, if you're on the bottom 2 or 3, do you have anything to lose? I think Dave is going to have a big issue here.
That's exactly my thinking. He's probably in the worst position because the guys ahead of him are on fresher tyres and the guys behind are on fresher tyres as well. Osso's not done too bad getting himself up to P9. Nerf's not looking bad either in P8, to be honest. 10 lap old hards. Same as, you know, 4 of the top 5. It's just Scotty. Scotty's the one to watch for me on this restart.
He's in a decent position, but does he have enough laps left? Is the question. DRS, you know, after the 2nd lap, maybe. But
we thought he'd made a bit of a silly decision to pit when he did, but looking at it now, 7th place, 5 lap fresher tyres. It's not ridiculously silly, you know. Could have been the wrong call, but you know, at the moment, it's not looking too bad.
As Carrier's asked, how many times has Steve pitted? It's 6. He's on the 6 lap strategy.
6 this lap. No, I think Mechanical also pulled off a 6 stop on Friday in Tier 2.
That's a great start again.
Yep, gets us going. Definitely caught Kane Lowry out this time. Teabag as well been caught out massively. Out of that DRS zone already. I'm gonna jump on board with Scotty, have a look what he's playing at. As we've got yellow flags. That's full send. Dave is out. Chip. Chip Hazards gets a 5-second penalty for a collision with Dave. So Ferrari have completely fucked themselves. And we've got a full safety car. Forza fucking Ferrari. Wow.
It's just another safety car, isn't it?
All I want to know is how the fuck did Hound get up to 12th?
It's on the 6th stop, or it was optimal.
And I think Hound's caused all that. There's no way he's gone from the back of the grid. He was what, P17? He's now 12th. Nah, he's causing issues, that lad. Yeah, it's pretty shit for the Ferraris, and if I'm honest, it's shit for Osso. Osso must have got caught up in that as well. He's dropped well down the order. He's now at the back of the pack.
This definitely suits the top 6, and is impeding Scotty as well, 100%. Safety car will have to do at least one lap, and I'd imagine it'll be back in fairly quick. The question is though, does anyone drop in for the softs? It'd be mad to go in at this stage. Unless you're at the back.
Yeah, if I'm honest, I think this plays more into Kane's and Kane Lowry's hands. Fucking, you know, on them mediums now. He's done 3 safety cars under them mediums. I'm gonna guess Chip's got wing damage, surely.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's no front wing, and he's serving that 5-second penalty as well.
Which, if it's unfair, could be taken off at the end. But yeah, that wing. If you don't have a wing, you're not going very far, really, are you?
I will say Chip hit his teammate, so yeah.
I didn't see it, to be completely honest. I just saw guys tumbling down the order next to the safety
I saw the
car.
penalty pop up. That was it. If I'm honest, I think the safety car will be in before he manages to catch up. Only 4 laps left.
This isn't exactly a deal for Luck and Stevie and Jackie either, all carrying time penalties. You know, that late safety car always causes issues if you do have that, and they do have that. And Luckman has 3, Stevie and Jackie both have 5. So that's definitely going to play a part. Cars behind, if they can stay within 3 seconds of Luckman, they can potentially gain 3 seconds or 3 positions as well.
As Luckman is texting and driving, he did post in saying car across the apex of turn 1. So I'm wondering if maybe Dave's lost it, Chips hit him and got a 5-second penalty for hitting him as he was across the apex of turn 1, which, you know, is an unfair penalty. Steve could be in for a top 10 finish with 6 stops. Yeah, could be. I think that's only because of the gap that Chip is back. I thought it'd go without him, to be honest. Maybe the next lap is the last possible lap for a safety car. You know, it doesn't normally cut off around 2-3 laps before the end of it.
Yeah.
Which means 2 laps of absolute chaos. Bacardi asking for a look at the penalties. There's only 3. Lutman with 3 seconds. Stevie and Jackie both with 5. That is it for penalties.
Yeah, Andy Boy said 2 laps of race when it goes. I believe it's actually 4 or 3.
Steve doing 6
So
stops.
there will be DRS for the last lap.
When they get going, they'll be on lap 23. So you have 23, 24, 25. So yeah, you're right. 3 laps. I don't even know why I counted that, mate. I feel like a prick.
So yeah, 3 laps to go. Feels like we've been here for 6 weeks at this stage. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how this plays out. Scotty in P7. In the best position in terms of tyres, but with only 1 lap of DRS. Yeah, it's hard to know. Safety car is in this lap.
Ashik again. What'll this be? His 3rd safety car restart, 4th safety car restart.
See, if I'm him, I'm going after the last corner now, with everyone expecting me to go to the start finish line.
Yeah. I was thinking the same thing. Will he try something different? You know, Kane at the just behind him now, 13 laps. Same amount of laps, but on the medium tyres. Must be looking at this thinking, I've got him here.
Yeah, you would think that.
And Ashik's dragging it right out still.
And he's gone. And he's caught Kennery again. Jesus.
Not as much this time. If I'm honest, I think that's just causing more issues behind. If I'm honest, it's a shit strategy for a restart.
Tagged the back of a car. Not sure which car, but he tags it. He's all the way down to P9 after being in P4. Disaster for Chris on the safety car restart. And I agree with you, Claire. There's a Red Bull all over the place. Bark, I think. I agree with you.
It's a shit restart strategy. It's awful. It's disgusting.
Yeah, I don't like it, to be honest.
What you do to the rest of the field is fucking horrible. And if I'm honest, you fucking deserve a cunt to plough into you.
Tell us how you really feel.
I can't. I'll be banned from Twitch.
Chip back up into P10 on the softs. He's gained massively over this as well. Turn off your overtake when going through corners.
Yeah.
Scotty as well up to P5.
And Kane's all over the back of Ashik. Come on, Kane.
Oh, it's tight. He won't get it done. Chip is past Jackie.
He's gone up the inside though in the last corner. He's got a good run. Oh, he's pulled back in behind him. I think there were a bit of contact mid-corner there between Kane and Ashik. He's got the run on him into turn 1. He's going for the move. He looks like he's got it done.
Ashik back at him as well.
Yeah, Ashik getting a better run out of turn 1 there, but Kane looks to hold that position.
North and Luckman going side by side through sector 1. Definitely not advisable at all. Oh, and that's caused absolute fucking carnage behind. There's a massive pile up behind. And as I said, not advisable at all. And there is absolute carnage behind. Chris, no. Not sure what he's doing, but. That's. Side by side through sector 1 is not advisable in the slightest. Anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kind of typical ring, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
Chip getting a massive run on Chris now, who is
I've just gone with Ashik and Teabag as well. Sorry, Ashik and Kane. Ashik was looking at making a move on Teabag into that final corner. We got DRS on for this last lap, which will only make it fucking crazier. Terry is asking for Kane's ERS. It is 29%, mate. 24 from Ashik, 25 Teabag. All the lads at the front, to be honest, are fairly low.
Scotty tags the back of Teabag, which is kind of what I was getting to earlier, but yeah.
Yeah, I feel like the last few laps have completely fucking ruined the race for me, if I'm honest. Taken away from what was a fairly good race. Again. Ashik all over the back of Kane now. DRS was active there. He is pushing. He's trying to get him. Final DRS zone now. Is he going to get him into the final corner? He's trying to go around the outside. He's going well around the fucking outside. He's got him. He's got him. Kane spun. Kane's lost his end plate.
No. Oh, wow.
Ashik takes the race win on the last lap. The final corner of the last lap. What a race there from Ashik. Questionable safety car restarts, but other than that, you know, he's had a fairly perfect race.
I was on with Chip Hazard and Chris there. Chip took it by 24 thousandths of a second. Insane.
Unbelievably close there.
So yeah, Ashik, Kane, Ori and Teabag to the comms chat. Pretty sure you're in already.
I've just remembered last week's comms chat now.
I took his shit.
yeah, I remember that. Well, Ashik, Kane, Teabag is your podium for this week. Fastest lap set by Jackie down in P7. Did have a couple of penalties, so unfortunately dropped further down the order, but we lost Cavalis, Curly, Saki and Full Send Dave during that race. Back 2 laps down as well. I'm going to guess he DNF'd. Just waiting for the podium lads to join the chat. Oh, we've got Teabag here.
Always.
What do you mean always?
Always like first in.
Oh.
As Ashik is in as well, just waiting on Kane Lowry, who I believe has spoke to Teabag about mic settings.
I just want to pick up on a comment that's been put in.
Yeah, I forgot to tell him.
Andy Boy said Teabag and Ashik need drug tested pots. Pots 2-3, they need drug testing.
Evening, lads. Can you hear me?
Ah, Kane, we can hear.
Can everyone hear you? That is the real question.
Oh,
yeah, I believe we have everyone. How will that go? What do you think? Any comments post race?
Start from P3. Teabag, how do you feel about it?
It was a difficult race, other than I drove like a bit of a bell end at the start. I was too close to Kane and I caught him. but gave the position back. That's all I can do, really.
Yeah, how'd you find the track? First time we've raced here in a competitive environment. How'd you find
I
it?
was quite lucky. I've already raced here elsewhere.
Right.
So my plan was just to keep it clean, no penalties, barring nearly taking out Kane. Just keep my head down. That was it.
Ah, you did a good job, mate. How did it feel through quali? Hooking them laps up.
Well, other than in Q3 where me and Kane were pretty much racing each other, the last one was a brilliant lap. I just went for it. It was the last set of tyres. Just go for it.
Yeah, that's the best way. Best way here.
We pointed on that as well. The last lap in Q3, you can afford to hit a wall if you need to, essentially,
Yeah,
but
definitely.
without causing issues with the cars behind. But yeah, you have to go all or nothing for the last one in Q3, really.
And then, yeah, just beating Scotty at the end. But I had wing damage that last lap. Coming out of the right-hander, I just went in too deep, hit the wall and lost my end plate. I let Scotty past on the little straight and then just took it back at the end.
Nice little bit of tactical racing there with the damage. Nuss it all.
That's all I could do. If I hadn't have let him go through so easily, I'd been P4.
That's it. You put yourself a podium out of that. So very well done, mate. Good race.
Thank you.
Now on to Kane. How do you feel?
Nothing much to say about that. Boring race. Out of safety cars. Just when I was behind Asic there, waiting for the DRS enable silent. Then another safety car, so
Yeah, you popped the medium tyres on when everyone else went for the hards. I thought you might have cost yourself. You might have cost yourself a bit, but we know, obviously, we all know how good you are with tyres. You kept until the end. You pushed him right until the end and lost out just on that final corner.
yeah, my battery was gone. And I also started the race with used soft, so there was
Jesus Christ.
1% wear on them.
Are they the softs from last week or?
No, I think there some season 6.
I was taking a shit. I had to get it in there. It wasn't heard last week. Oh, fucking hell.
Absolutely brilliant. How do you feel about the race as a whole, though? I know obviously you just got beat, which is unfortunate, but you've had a clean race at a track we've not raced here before.
Yeah, I have only done about 40 laps of CDR, so it was nice experience to finish this race.
That's 39 laps more than Clay's done.
Hey, I got a podium as well. Fuck you.
Really surprised that I really finished.
I found I had the same issue as well. Friday night I came in, did an hour's practice, didn't think I'd be anywhere, representative, and was competitive in qualifying and finished with a decent race result. Sometimes that's not a bad thing either, coming in with no expectations and, see where you end up.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
fucking love it.
Ashik, you've
Yeah,
took the win again, mate. You got it last corner, last lap. How you feeling?
I feel good, but yeah, I knew that the mediums were going to be faster than my odds, so I had to let him through at some point, but I didn't want to let him through that late.
Yeah, how did you feel that last lap when he got past you? Do you think it maybe that win had slipped through your fingers, or?
No, I saw he was flashing, and I saved about 25% for the last push, so I was just banking on that.
So you played a tactical race, let him through, picked up the DRS, and made him pay for it.
I had to, because as a good driver out of the corners, I was struggling to keep up as well. I had to use better as well to stay within.
Right. You just said you were struggling. I want to pick up on this. You said today in the Tier 3 chat that you were struggling here.
This track's not for me.
I called you straight out and said you'll be up there in quali. And you were right up there, mate.
Pot 3 my arse.
Yeah, the last time we had this conversation, he got a penalty and he wasn't on the podium anymore. So let's hope that doesn't happen again.
No, I touched no one this race. I kept out of everyone's way. I braked early. I let everyone just do their own thing.
No, you had a brilliant race, mate. Very good job. I want to open a question now to all three of you. What is the race you're looking forward to in the rest of this calendar?
Spain.
Baku.
Not you, Dan. You're part of comms team. Fuck off.
Look at the calendar.
That fucking accent is just epic.
Kane, you're fucking brilliant, mate. I don't know. I don't give a shit. I just turn up and race.
Yeah, that's about it.
Oh, classic.
Absolutely brilliant.
For me, whatever track Kane's missing from, so.
Yeah,
I thought you'd been looking forward to a wet one.
I'm always happy with wet
And on
ones.
that note, thanks for joining, lads. And we'll talk to you next week. Good luck.
We've got a good calendar ahead of us. There's a few races there. Obviously, we've got Vegas popping up later in the season as well.
Can I leave now?
Thank you, everyone who's tuned in. Thanks all for joining us. Thanks, everyone who's commented. Join us next week. Where are we next week, Dan?
Spain.
You're an Ireland, anyway.
I knew the answer. I was hoping Dan knew it. We're testing Dan.
Spania. Pain, as T-Bag calls it.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone, anyway. Join us next week. Spain, Friday, Tier 1 and 2, 8:30. And Sunday, as always, Tier 3, 8 o'clock. We'll be there at Spain. Thank you, everyone.